Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie, and today I'm actually back to review a music release. And this time it's the Prodigy with their album Their Law, and this is basically a collection of the singles from 1990 to 2005. Now, this release has been presented all over the world. You know, the Their Law sort of album is quite famed. It's just a great collection of tracks, and you know, it's got some rarities, some B-sides, just a very complete collection. This release, however, is the Korean limited edition box set, and the reason I decided to go with this one was because I sort of started researching this album, comparing a lot of different releases of it, and realized that, you know, there's a lot of differences between the various versions you can get of this particular album. This, the Korean limited edition, which is limited to 2,000 copies, and you know, nothing on this box set is really exclusive to the Korean version. However, it is exclusive that all the contents are combined. You know, if you take Japan for instance, I think they have all the discs in this set, but they miss out on like a collector's booklet. And meanwhile, like Australia, they have the booklet, but they miss out on one of the discs. So, yeah. Well, sorry to take up so much time talking about just the release itself, but now I'm gonna get into talking about the packaging. We got sort of a matte printed slipcase with like a bit of a glossy finish for the whole badge, or what you want to call it. This is also slightly embossed. It's not a lot of embossing, and to be honest, I really was expecting more of this because it is a very thin slipcase. Actually, just gonna take out the contents here. Just looking at this, you can see that there's just thin paper. But still, it is definitely the most complete edition of the album. Next up, we're going to take a look at this booklet, which is actually quite a nice sort of collector's booklet. What evil lurks in the hearts of men. Really nice imagery there. And, well, this is basically like sort of a, kind of like a photo book, I guess, featuring images from live shows, you know, promotional material. So, I don't know, it's just a really cool book. There's a lot of really good images. Definitely something I wouldn't want to, you know, be without. And here is also a bit of a backstory, you know, sort of talking about the band and how they evolved and stuff like that. So, yeah, really cool. And I can just show this. This is just a sticker that was on the outside, but I still thought I should bring it up in case anybody wants to know, and sort of goes like, hey, what's that damn golden thing you had on the box in the beginning? Next up, well, I'm actually going to start with this one. So this is just, you know, your standard CD jewel case, basically. And here we got the back side, and all this stuff here. This is actually, you know, track listings on the, sort of hard to tell, but you've got handwritten track listings on all these sort of stacks of whatever they are, but yeah. So then we just open this up, and we are presented with one disc and another disc. So here you got basically, you know, all the CD audio material, and there's a third disc in there, which is a DVD, but we'll get to that in a little bit. The artwork is really well presented. I really do like the design they did with, you know, the imagery is very, all the sort of photographic stuff like this, and you know, a lot of the little details and backgrounds and stuff are, you know, very good looking, very artistic. There's also a flyer printed in Korean, so I'm not sure what this says, but that's that. Last but not least, we get to the DVD, and as you can tell, we got sort of the same kind of idea here, where you have a lot of handwritten stuff. Here you got VHS tapes with sort of labels on them, and this is all sort of like track listing, or well, content listing. So you got listed videos, you know, special features, stuff like that. Very nice, coherent idea. So I think it works really well. And here we got the last disc, obviously, which is the DVD. There's the booklet in the DVD. This is all printed in English, by the way. And from the looks of it, this seems to be pretty much the same content as the stuff we saw in the back of the collector's booklet. But, you know, I haven't read it back to back, so can't be 100%. And then I'll just take the disc out so we can see the background. And as you can tell, the background is actually the same as the other disc, so I guess, you know, that's a bit of a flaw. As you can tell, they reused a lot of the artwork, so I'm not sure if this was originally if the artwork was made to be in the same set. I don't know. because as I said, there are a lot of editions who have like 1 disc, 2 discs, you know, DVD, no DVD. So it's very much a mix and match, but still, as you can tell, there are alterations. Like basically here you have a different quote. So, you know, they did sort of mix it up, and for what it's worth, I think this is a great release, and it's definitely the most complete you can get for this album. So I'm pretty sure anyone who you know, enjoys the band and enjoys their music would just love to pick this up. Either way, if you want to get all the specs for this edition and sort of know more about what the differences are between this and other countries, be sure to check out discjunkietv. There's a link in the video description, because there I have reviewed this in detail with my own comments and all that. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.